Hello and welcome everyone to part 51 of the Elves of Lórien 3rd Age Let's Play. We continue a turn on during the end-turn phase. And again, those high elves will not quit. We're trying to bribe Thornberg. You guys did mention in the comments of the last part that had I seen the huge Orcs of the Misty Mountains army outside in Ladras, and no, I had not. But I'm being attacked at Thornberg, so we will have to fight this to try and hold back Mordor before we can worry about the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. But no, I was unawares of that. I'd missed that out. Often when you're commentating and recording, you do miss bits like that. So thanks to you guys. I do know about it now, but possibly too late. We'll have to see. Have to wait until the end-turn phase is over. Okay, so they have catapults, which is going to kill my dudes up on the walls. It's going to be very painful. So ideally, I don't really want any troops up on the walls because they are just going to be splattered to death by the catapults. So I'm going to want them down behind the walls. So I'm going to have them like so, and then my defense at the gate, try and hold the enemy there, and my infantry behind. Because these catapults, if they start fire, if they don't, then maybe I'll put them back up on the walls, but I have to see. I'd have thought they would try and destroy my walls. And we are chipping away at a few of them, and it seems the catapults are now suddenly moving forward. Yeah, and now they're going to start firing. So they're probably going to make a gap in the wall rather than the gate, and then flood through there. So I'm actually going to let them, and I'm going to hold off firing until they're slightly closer.
The enemy are through the walls. Fight on.
Through the walls, just like that. Wow, they didn't last long. They destroyed it so quickly, the wall animation, collapsing animations can't cope. So I don't know how much of the wall they're going to try and destroy. They're going to try and destroy quite a large part of my wall. And, yeah, another part of the wall dead. I don't know how long they're going to continue firing for before they assault me. But kind of hoping they'll stop at some point, just charge in with all their forces. And again, it's the Oleg High I worry about. I don't particularly... I've got 2 units of them. I don't particularly kind of expect to win this battle, but I'd like to try and kill as many of the enemy as possible, obviously. I'm not sure I can really do that with them firing catapults just randomly all over the place. Although if I can hold out for the whole time, then I do win. But they are just trying to destroy everything. So I'm going to fast forward it until it looks like they're actually going to attack me. So if there's some sort of AI glitch and they don't want to attack, then that's fine by me, because it gives me another turn to bring up my reinforcements to actually help me out. But it may just be that they want to destroy all my towers along the front bit here. Oh yeah, they really want to bring down all the towers. And now they're ready to attack. So I need to plug these gaps with my Lórien Spearmen and Galadrim Guards. My archers can now fire at will as the enemy comes. And I'm going to put these guys in shield wall mode. They're going to try and climb up on my wall for some random reason. I'll take it, and in they come, surging forward against my spearmen. I'm not sure if they'll be able to push through if they're just going to try and surge through them straight away or what. But I am going to bring my my archers back to here from the main entry point, and once those trolls get through, they are going to cause a lot of problems. Pull my Galadrim round and pull these archers back.
Have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work. The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
But they are going to push hard against our force here. Now the trolls are through. This is not going to end well. The Galadrim guards are being thrown all over the place. Mordor definitely knows how to assault. And I can't really do much because it's just like it's quite a reasonable tactic, you know, strike hard and fast, and they've struck very hard with their trolls. My archers will try and bring some of them down, but can't do too much really.
For defeat seems almost certain.
Trying to bring down as many of these guys as possible. Orc raiders that are now up on the wall. Prefer, to be honest, if we just... Oh, they're going for the gates now. If my guys would just focus on the ones in front of them right now. My archers here, hopefully firing at the Orc raiders, but I'm not sure they're going to get more than one volley off now. My infantry at the breach, desperately trying to hold on. My Galadrim guards have been slaughtered by the Oleg High, and I don't think we've killed a single one. Okay, for some reason my archers have decided to charge on in. I don't know why. Let's pull them back. They would be better to me alive than dead. Galadrim trying to give covering fire, but I don't think we can even bring down a single Oleg High, as I said. If we can bring down some of the infantry though, that may well help, but unless those Oleg High can be brought down, we are going to struggle. We're pretty much even in terms of percentage lost. Engaging my Archers of Lórien over here now. The Oleg High seem to have spotted my Galadrim. Probably get one volley off against them. But in they come now, kicking and swinging as they go. Well, they have breached, pushed through, and broken my elves. Try and bring down some of the Oleg High now. But they are formidable units that Mordor has. And only a large army of my best elves can really bring them down. Especially when there's 2 units of them. And these guys are, if anything, just a staple garrison force. All will remember the siege of Thornberg. Try and fire into the breach just to slow the tide of some of these orcs down. A few of my Galadrim guards still surviving, but not many. Even my mighty Galadrim being crushed by the trolls.
Only half our force remains.
Very few of my spearmen surviving now. But there was nothing we could do. Too many catapults to even attempt to bring down. And once they had a breach somewhere, the Olakai would have just gone rampaging as they are now. A black day. This one's given up trying to kill Olakai and gone for trying to kill Uruks instead. But this Olakai's not done with him yet. They have destroyed me. With not a single one of them killed. Trying to destroy another portion of my wall as well as set everything on fire, I think. This is pretty cool though, because this is how I imagine a Mordor siege to be. Unrelenting, burn everything. So I actually approve of the siege. Well done AI. I'll give you that, it looks cool. Archers here actually doing reasonably well at felling the guys in the gap here. I reckon if they hadn't had their Olakai, I may have had a chance to whittle these guys down more. But the Olakai just... they're like my Mumakil in my Harad part. Not much the enemy can do when they're faced up against them. And there we go, crispy elves. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Half of them remain, which is good. But within that half that remain, all of their Olakai are still fresh. And they're now engaging my troops over here. They have taken quite a battering, you can see by the blood on them. But I need a few more men still to make a difference, to be able to bring them down as well. Even with flaming arrows, it's not going to do much more, which is why I'm sticking with ordinary arrows, just to whittle down as many of their infantry as possible. But I think I'm going to be struck by Olakai very shortly. So I'm going to let them keep on firing a few more volleys while they can against the infantry.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, I can't see anything changing anytime soon. I think we brought down one Olakai, perhaps. I think there were 13, and maybe it was a unit of 12 and 13. Can't quite remember. And they're now moving on to the next unit over here. While they're still trying to fire off a final volley. And I'm going to get my elves to charge if they can. These Uruks. A glorious last stand for them. Thornberg has fallen. But we have killed half their force. So that should help my reinforcing army whittle them down a bit more. So let's fast forward this a bit, because I want to do a bit more during this part of the Let's Play than just see my elves be utterly annihilated.
Our enemy has command of the castle.
And the Olakai, yeah. Moment they charge on in. Death for all. See it out to the end. Even if it is at 6 times speed.
Our army is tiring.
Our army's starting to you think. And the one elf left. Oh, that's all the captain of that group, that unit. He refused to die. It's my general, actually.
The chance for us to regain control of the castle is almost gone.
Will they kill my general?
Stinging defeat today.
No, they couldn't kill my general before the timer ran out. But they did lose 1,000 of their men, which is good. Archers of Lórien did. They did well. They will not be forgotten. Their sacrifice will live on.
Stay in the trees!
And Thornberg has fallen. But we will push back.
Sound the alarm!
And that's Imladris. That's the Orcs of Misty Mountain attacking Imladris. Just as I progress, I take about 5 steps backwards. Oh dear. Annex settlement. Who holds it? The Free Peoples? No thank you. It shouldn't be under our control. It's way out of our territory. And I'm also going to cause a lot of wars that I really don't want to be involved in if I do that. Your forces melt away. Okay, so big old army Orcs of Misty Mountains. Or Orcs of Gundabad, actually. Not Misty Mountains. Damn, they are going to take Imladris, I would have thought. Even with its horrible pathfinding, 3 Archers of Lórien are not going to be able to defeat them. So, I mean, I'm going to try and send this army back. This combined force was meant to push down to, you know, help Edoras. But we're going to push it back up towards Imladris. Take 3 turns to get there. But it's the only kind of force I can deploy that's got any kind of strength in the region. 2 more turns until Dunland surrenders. Go away, go away. Mordor is attacking me. I've got 9 more turns here before I need to sally out. Or face them, rather.
I would fight for your people as if they were my own.
I may sally out against... I don't want them to chip away at me too much. That's the only issue. We'll bring some forces over, perhaps, if we can. I'm recruiting troops all over the place. Bringing my ring bearer to Helm's Deep, very, very slowly.
At ease.
Mordor's pulled back from Thornberg, which is interesting. But we will now get ready to reclaim Thornberg.
Elves.
I'm putting these guys up
Be wary.
with my strongest force that I control. Hamon Lank now. And yes, you guys were suggesting that I replenish my my Sylvan Horse Archers in Austin Gill, rather, which is what I shall do. And I'm going to recruit... I won't recruit any of them there. No, actually, I'll wait, because otherwise I can't replenish them for another turn. But let's recruit some more units. Galadrim here. Mountain Fort. Slowly building things. And I'll save up the money now. Save up the income for use later on. Isengard, can you recruit anything for me yet? No. Let's go for some more archers there, actually. Right, so with that done, end the turn again. Mordor may well besiege Edoras again. We shall see. It may be the Orcs of Gundabad that attack Imladris with their wargs. I am pushing up to try and get to them as soon as I can. And another battle at Imladris, so here we go again. Fight the battle on the map. Probably use my same tactics that I have been using the past few battles of Edoras. Destroying any rams they built, or any units controlling the ram, which cripples their advance. So now time to start deployment as per usual. Regular deployment that I always do. I love the Edoras map, which is why I don't mind keep showing this battle, but if I get another kind of more insignificant army coming up against me, I may not show the battle, I might just fight it myself. But I do enjoy a bit of Edoras battling. So yeah, actually that'll be a question for you. What's your famous location from the Lord of the Rings? Can be book or film. I guess film has, you know, more kind of visual recognition among fans, but yes, can be from books as well that isn't mentioned in the films. Also, I had someone saying, why don't I deploy my archers up here? Reason being is that they won't be able to fire at the ram. If they do, they won't be able to hit it. So that's why I positioned them down here by the front gate to stop any rams that may be coming towards me. Let's get these guys off flee as well, skirmish mode. And these guys are still not in range, I don't think. Oh yes, they are now, which is good. Let them form up still, and now fire. Taking them off fire at will, so they just fire on the targets that I designate. And don't know why I left Howdy around here, but it's fine. He's got a good position. Cinder archers. I'll use his stop time ability. Not that I ever think it actually does anything. But got them down to 20, 87. Yeah, I can't even count because it's going down so quickly. Units on the ram, so the ram will possibly slow and the unit will pick it up. Got another ram at the back. But yeah, hopefully we can cripple their ram as we've done many times before. Oh yeah, now we're onto the spearmen, which are picking up the ram instead. Or it's actually the Morannon Guard, which I always call Lórien. For some reason. I'm not sure if I'm actually hitting the ram unit now or not. Because there's so many of them flooding around and they're all in loose formation. But I think I've got the right one targeted now. And even though they're in loose formation, they are being utterly annihilated by my archers again. As they march. Thankfully, we've got a great clean-up crew which goes out after every battle or siege of Edoras and clears away all the old carpets. Ready for sale. So the next army that wants to besiege Edoras can fight on a nice clean battlefield. I'm trying to bring these guys down. They are in loose formation, which is making it a little bit more difficult. The ram may well get to my gates this time. But if they do, they've already lost 30% of their men, and Haldir's forces should be able to ruin them once more. They brought a lot of forces with them to instantly pick up the ram, so I don't think it's going to be as much of a stopping issue this time. No, and it's going to get in there, so I'm not even going to bother trying to continue attacking or engaging.
Down the gates.
Engaging the ram anymore. I'm going to let it start knocking down my gates. I'm going to start focusing on other units that are behind it that will be like the first wave up against me. Once the gates are down, it won't get past my infantry, which are defending the gates anyway, so I'm not really too worried. I'm just going to form up my infantry slightly tighter in front of the gateway though. I wish I could form up these guys. Oh, there we go. A little bit at the side so I can bring them in. So that probably a few of them can flank in.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
Well, that's fine. Let's bring them all down. Already these Orc Raiders being quite nicely sliced and diced. Work on the next unit, the Orc Maulers now. I want to try and get my Elves to target faraway towers, but now I'm just going to put them on fire at will. They can do whatever they want. And these guys just dived in. My spearmen just went for it. Sending in my Lórien infantry as well, just to try and stem the tide that will surge through the gate. Still, my archers doing very well. They've got a good position to hit them as they approach the gate as well.
The enemy have the wall. Only half the enemy force remains.
Trying to get my archers to hit the guys at the back now because it's the clearest line of sight that these guys can hit. So that's why my archers are all hitting these guys at the back, plus it means that the push at the back is not so strong. And they force their way in now and are being met by Elven spear and sword.
From such tidings does victory emerge.
Oh yes, it will be a victory. A resounding victory. We've slowed them down long enough, chipped away at them, and now my archers can do their thing of utter annihilation. Those that can fire, at least. A few shots going in over my elves' heads here. We're doing fine. We've got the enemy nicely captured. Not encircled. Even though there's more of them, they should be able to push through with my elves chipping away at them, my archers. They don't have too much hope. And I'm actually going to try pulling a few of them back further, so they've kind of got a chance to fire down on the enemy. I'm going to try this with these guys here. Pull Haldir back a bit, so he's got a bit of elevation up here in between Rohan's little houses. Though I think that one's sunk into the ground a bit. So most of them have, it seems. Needs to be raised up a bit. See how my archers fare once they're up here. No, none of them really want to fire. A lot of the enemy is within range of my own troops, and I'm probably going to hit a few of my guys in the back. We'll find out how many at the end of the battle, but it seems like they've actually, a lot of them are firing over the heads of my elves. I'm not seeing too many of my elves actually being hit in the back here, which is helping to break them. We've got a lot of them running, which I'm going to get these guys to focus on bringing down.
Attack! Attack! Attack!
My infantry now, it's just a matter of time before they can completely crush the rest of the orcs in there. They're no longer tightly packed, and they can just finish them off. Some of them fighting to the death in there, but it looks like they've already started breaking.
The enemy general.
Enemy general's captured.
Well and make it so
Oh, what are you doing? No, 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 don't chase them. Don't chase. Back. Back, elves. Musgore is down. Or captured or something. All my elves are going now for it. They all want to chase after their units that they're following. And off they run into the sunset. The rainy sunset of doom for Mordor.
The enemy army flees
And
the
we'll
enemy
end it there.
are
Heroic
utterly
victory.
vanquished. This is a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
So I hope you've enjoyed this part, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. Be more Elves of Lórien when I return from my holiday. And it'll probably be 1 hour specials of most of my Let's Play series to try and, well, obviously give you guys as much as possible before Rome 2 comes out. So as always, I hope you've enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you all again soon. Ciao for now.